This program contains coarse language and discusses mature themes. Viewer and listener discretion is advised.
I mean, if you want to record it, it's up to you. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Just to have. I'm going to see it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna go up. If you want to, I don't have any copyright or anything, so if you want to take it, it's cool.
Nah, whatever. It's your podcast.
You should have your own podcast.
Listen, I'm actually doing something in the middle of a project that's going to actually require a podcast. So that's actually going to be down the line. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's a weird and funny thing to start because, I mean, for my setup, I'm just on my laptop with the only webcam that I can use for an Apple laptop and a ring light. That's it. and then you get interesting guests. Oh, I'm supposed to do the intro. Sorry, Julie. Is it a swear word?
I think so.
I didn't say the F-bomb yet. Welcome back, or welcome to the Ugly Couch Podcast. I'm your one and only host, Darth Ginger. Don't know why you guys keep tuning in, but please keep doing it. Leave likes and subscribes. Hit that bell notification to, I guess, get, weird stuff in your emails. And we are joined with someone that I've been waiting so long and anticipating this whole conversation because you are such a character. This is BradleyStrong.
What's up?
How are you tonight? You've been booked and busy with all your your projects.
Yeah, I'm tired. I work a lot. So, plus I have a kid now. So it's interesting. But yeah, I'm busy. I forgot actually today was the podcast. So this is I wasn't even prepared for nothing. But I told you I would come on.
You're doing great so far. You seem very prepared.
Not really, but I never get prepared.
That's okay. We're on the ugly couch. It's fine. We're never prepared. But also, for anyone who ever notices, I did move my position on the couch because this side of the couch has felt very unloved. And you know what? Sometimes it's an L-shaped couch, and sometimes you need to just move some cushions. So, but thank you so much for joining here on this that I do.
Thank you.
And are you born and raised in Jersey?
No, I'm New York. I was born in Brooklyn.
Okay, that's what I was thinking because you got that Brooklyn accent.
I did that move, Brooklyn, Staten Island, Jersey.
But you never so coming from me because I'm that typical California girl because I lived there for 20 years. You never got into any of the crime or anything, or do we not discuss that?
I've been around the block a few times, just put it that way.
Sick. Anytime I go to New York, I'm I look at everyone, I'm like, I bet you committed a crime and I would have joined in on it.
Nah, I'm a father now. I'm a businessman.
Congratulations.
Well, when I was younger, yeah, thank you. But when I was younger, yeah. I mean, I did some stupid.
I mean, I did too. I'll openly, just because my mugshots are still available on the internet. That one time I got a DUI, and it happened. Okay. We all make our honest mistakes. And I once tried to steal a cute friendship bracelet from me and my friend at Claire's. And the employee came up behind me and she was like, "You don't want to do that." I'm like, "You're right." But I'm also 15. That's not a crime. She was like, "You don't want to do that." But you, let's get back to you. So you are your titles of what you do in the industry is wild. How long have you been in the industry?
Well, I started as a model 20 years ago, in the porn industry actually. I started as a model in the porn industry, and then I started working for companies as a producer, and then I worked a job. I worked for the city, so I wasn't able to have the time to do this, to be behind a computer and do the work I do now. And so I retired disability. I'm disabled, my left arm. So I retired disability, and now I have the time. So I got back to it, and I started my own company. And so I've been in and out, but I started 20 years ago. But now I'm into the fetish. The fetish community is pretty cool. especially like to be educated, because a lot of people aren't.
Yes. We're very strong about, educating. It's not just, dicks and pussy and just having sex. There is a lot of
Not at all.
there's a lot of caretaking and education and making sure that we're all doing this safe. Yes, it might be, fun in the moment, but there's still, especially in production, because I don't know if I'm allowed to. I think I'm allowed to, but like you have strong eye productions, and that's really cool that you have that, because that's your production, right? That's your.
Yeah, it's my company.
It's so beautiful. Like, what a adventure to go from, being a model into that and making your own company out of that.
Yeah, because I'm more of like an artist. So, the modeling was cool when I was in my 20s. You know what I mean? Like, and plus I'm like a family man now. So I'm a father. So, like,
You're not even 40 yet. Calm down.
listen, man, my body feels it. um, but nah, producing, directing, editing, designing, like I love all that shit. So it's like a passion of mine too, at the same time.
Yeah, it's a beautiful form of art. I mean, coming from someone, because I used to be a cam girl and I used to love, editing my own videos. And you have kind of like a link with. Do you host on ManyVids your videos?
Yeah, yeah. I have a couple stores on there actually. Yes.
Do you use ManyVids or OnlyFans more?
OnlyFans I don't even use, to be honest with you. I have a model, one of my model that's signed to my company, Goddess Lita. She has an OnlyFans.
She
And
is absolutely stunning. I mean, just to let you all know, I got to see some exclusive clips of
yeah.
what is coming to. So please make sure you check out the links down below and follow, because I texted you and said I literally was sitting on the edge of this couch. Like, it felt so intense and I was like
Yeah,
feeling into it. It's so amazing.
yeah, because I
And
two great actors. Actors. They're not even actors. They got like a sick connection too in real life. Like they're like cool, and they want the slave and Goddess Leader. And we just do like we shoot once a week and we bust out some nice content. But I upped the production a little bit. I got one of my locations is a warehouse, so we just winged it. I didn't even tell them about it, what they were walking into, and it came out pretty sick. So that yeah, I just sent you like a teaser of like the first two clips. It's like a little mini series. It's like the acting, they're good, man, and the fetish. It's like I liked it, and I don't like none of my work. I'm my worst critic.
my
So
toes. Well, yeah, we're always going to be our hardest critic.
yeah,
I'm
but
gonna
I
be
actually like this shit. This is
It's
making
really good. Like my toes are curling underneath this blanket right now so hard
this is making
because
me think to go even
oh
further with like movie
yeah,
with like a
and
movie trilogy. Yeah.
and I can't wait to see the full production, because not only is it like a very sexual thing, but like it like struck a heart, a string in my heart. Like I was like, wow, like it's such high quality and there's a lot of thought process to it. It's not just like you're like, which I'm not bashing on amateur porn. I watch it all the time.
Well, I'm supposed to be amateur, but I think I'm up
Oh,
now.
you're
I,
very an artistic person. Like I love that. You
well,
have you have this like artistic like kind of like persona that like you really like to take the time and really put a lot of love and thought into certain shots and dialogue and whatnot.
yeah. Now I'm doing it more, yeah, because I'm hiring people because like my company's just growing so big so fast, so like I need to hire some people. But yeah, I love to take my time and do it, but sometimes you have to rush things. Sometimes, but this I'm not rushing. This mini
I,
series is pretty
you're
cool.
just doing it all on your own. You don't have a team.
I got a partner. I got somebody to helps me edit, and I got my webmasters right now building a very big project of mine.
That's how the ugly couch is. I've got, 4 people on my team. We didn't think that this was going to kick off in any way.
I do work with like 10 men. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
But I know how to do it. I've been doing it a long time, for like 20 years.
Right? Yeah. You've been doing it for a really long time.
Yeah, like I've been behind the scenes, like the back end, people don't realize it's a lot. And if you want to be like the top, you got to do a lot. And you gotta there's things you got to do. So
Well, let's start there. How did you like get into it?
Oh,
Let's take us all the way back to day -72.
I had a
What got
profile.
you into like this?
I put a pro. I was like 18 years old, 19, 20. I don't even remember, but I was like 18, 19, or 20, and I put in a profile on like a adult model gig site, and I got a call. They're like, "Oh, we got a cancellation." So like, okay, like you're available. I was like, okay. So I went, and I had a good experience. I was like, okay. So I did the porn, and then they called me back. I did it again. I worked at the AVN. They called me to work for the company. I worked at the AVN, and I just got into it. Like, then I started working for a company, and he didn't even know nothing about it. And it's funny because the company that I helped grow 20 years, I'm actually producing for them now. 20 years ago, I was there in the beginning. So I left for like my career job, but then now I'm kind of producing for them, and that kind of fell into my lap weird. But it's a good thing. Like a lot of good things are happening.
That's insane that like starting to work for a company and now you're working with them.
It wasn't even planned. I didn't even worry. Like I kind of started it. I kind of started the company.
What was the scene that you first did? Was it just like something very generic or like?
We started off at Gonzo, like porn and shit. It was that.
Oh, no one knows that anymore.
It was that long ago. I know. And we're like, what are we doing? We're not going to compete against these people. So whatever. So we switched it over to fetish, and then we started seeing some results, and we started, being different. I left the company because I got called for a city job that required a lot of, different hours and stuff. I couldn't swing it, so I took that instead. And then
I mean, I'm sure you could have swung it, but you might have injured someone. So
not even that. Like it's too much. The city job 20 years, 20 in and out, and but I got hurt, and so I'm out. So now I have the time. So now all the knowledge I have, I'm just like bang bang. Things change a little bit, but it's good.
So you're not in any of your productions or anything. You're just the like main man who makes magic.
I make cameos sometimes.
Oh, okay, duly noted.
Like funny ones, like you know what I mean, like stepfather or some shit like that.
I love daughter father kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
I think that's pretty cool too. Like
it's such a huge kink. I will
because
with YouTube. It's a turn on for me. I watch it all the time.
Because it's messed up. That's why. Like people like messed up shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're all fucking weird. Okay, we like weird shit. All right. It doesn't mean that I'm gonna go fuck my stepdad because he's a fucking nut house. But like, I'll play that scene. Yeah.
It's fun. It's just funny. I don't know. People like what they like, and I like to produce it for them. So I just stuck to fetish because it's just a little different. A little better atmosphere. Uh, uh, I don't know. I just enjoy it. I enjoy making it out. I don't even shoot more like my fetishes either. Like I just shoot what sells, like what people want to see, like the top fetishes.
Yeah, because you've been on FetLife for a hot minute.
Yeah, it's like normal to me.
And it's great. I mean, you do have like a very small profile on there, but you're like very straight to the point with what you're doing on there.
Oh yeah, I've been on FetLife like for like since it started on and off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while since because I've been on there for 10 years and it's definitely changed a lot.
Oh yeah, it's not like it used to be. It used to be real.
No.
Now it's like a social gathering.
It's more like for promotional work, which I'm not bashing. I did the same thing. I've been posting about my panty sales all day.
That's all I'm
Please go
on
buy them.
That's all I'm on for now. That's all I'm on there for now. Anyway, I just have a profile.
Yeah, and it's still great. And you post some amazing stuff on there. I mean, you only have what 2 videos, but
Yeah,
the quality is so beautiful.
When I get to it, I post. Yeah, when I get to it, I have a lot more on my stores on there. So
does that mean that we might get spoiled on FetLife to see maybe some like clips and stuff? Because what I've seen and what you just sent me not too long ago, your art is beautiful.
yeah, I hear that. I'm hard.
We'll make sure you make money out of it. Like,
what?
We'll make sure you make money out of it. I don't mind promoting you. It's okay.
No, I do. But what I'm doing is I'm building too. I'm trying to build. So, so the money I make, I put into the company. I build, and then it's just something I like to do, like it's an art.
Yeah. And that costs us a lot of money, you guys. I'm sure you guys think that doing this Ugly Couch podcast is free. What he does is free. It's absolutely not. Please support us. Please. It's not free to just like take your camera and like shoot some porn. There's a lot of editing work, production, and going through, especially because the clip that you sent me is at a warehouse. How the fuck did you get that like in?
Yeah, Clips for Sale is gonna feature it. They want to feature that clip, so.
Wow, they're beautiful clips. They're insane. Like I wish I could see more because I was gonna go bust up my vibrator and have a good time, but no.
Yeah, well, I got a good team. I got good actors. I got a good team. Um, it's awesome. Like I got really good, solid people working with me. Models, actors, my partner. Just people I trust. So that's why.
How do you go about finding a model? Like, what do you look in? Because
I
that's
didn't I
another thing they do is
find
women's.
I didn't even find her. She was my first model I shot.
Oh
Uh,
wow.
when I opened up Strong Eye Productions, um, she was the first model I shot. Yeah, funny story with that. And then I just kept shooting her, because she was good. She never did anything before. She's brand new, and she's like just good at acting, and she's good at like improvising, and good at she's natural. And so time went by, and I produced this offer to her, and now she's a goddess leader. She's goddess leader. Her website's going to be in the works soon. But she's
I'll
like,
make sure to have her links down below as well.
yeah, her stuff is good, man. It's good. It's good stuff. She don't have the traffic. That's it yet. I didn't get to that part yet. So, but I'm just branding her right now, and she's branding herself because she's actually like she's not even acting really. She's like kind of like that, like
No,
she enjoys.
she seemed very real, and
She
that's what like
enjoys.
really
It.
got me on the edge. I was like,
They both
this,
enjoy it. They both
yeah,
enjoy it. It's not even like acting. It's crazy, but it's good. It's good stuff. It's really good stuff. I would check it out.
yeah, and it's beautiful. And so working with production like that,
That's
like
why I'm up in the production. Yeah.
yeah, because what I've been approached a lot by I'm gonna say producers because I've never like actually seen a legit link or anything because there's always people that approach me. They're like, hey, like I want to shoot you, and there's like really no credibility. So how does one like you go about that?
I don't need it because the models that work for me, they see how I do things. Like this is a business, so they see like what I mean. Like I'm not trying to hit on them or do all that stuff. I hear crazy stories about a lot of producers. I do.
Oh, you mean like Ron Jeremy?
That's porn. But I'm just saying, like I don't. I just
Yeah.
I treat them with respect, like I treat any woman. Like that's how I do because it's they're smart. They're actually smart for doing it. I think, but I think it's I just have a name like that. Like I don't do nothing. It's all business. It's business and hopefully fun at the same time. You know what I mean? That's what it
Like
is.
what?
Making art.
How long have you been doing your Stony Eye Productions?
Strong Eye Productions only been open up fully legitly 1 year.
Wow. So good first year?
Yeah. Yeah.
No
Yeah.
hiccups or anything? Like nothing negative or
No, actually, like just crazy stuff. I just got. I also got like reconnected with a lot of things, and like I produced for my old company, so I do that too. Now the company I started 20 years ago, I produce for them. I work with them. TA Worship. Uh, I have my hands in a lot of things right now. I'm doing so.
hopefully in good places your hands are going.
Oh yeah, it's all over this industry. Just put it that way.
What if someone wanted to get into production in the porn industry? Well, you don't call it porn.
It's fetish. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fetish. So what would be like some good word of advice to like if someone wanted to be like, hey, I want to get into production with that because I love production.
Come watch.
Like,
Come watch the next podcast I'm on with you. Then that's the advice I can tell you. Just come watch the next one.
are you already saying you're gonna come back on the Ugly Couch?
Maybe. Yeah, why not? You guys are the first ones to ask me. That's pretty cool.
I never get the chance to like do my own prompt to be like, would you come back? Everyone's like, no, I'll be back. I'm like, what? Give me my opportunity. It takes out everything that I do here.
I'll stop.
But like, no, just, okay, give us one piece of it because I love doing production, and it's a very like very selfish feeling because I love doing art. I used to be like a vlogger on YouTube, and I loved editing and finding those like amazing raw points and like really. There's so much more work because people just like nowadays, especially with something like TikTok, they're like, oh, we'll just put a filter on it. Like, oh no, there's so much more work because you have to have this like background.
No, put a filter on it. Yeah, you gotta do a lot of shit. Yeah, it's not
And
even that.
with,
You gotta shoot it right firstly. Firstly, shoot it the correct way, and you won't have to do much to it.
so are you the camera guy too?
Yeah.
So you do all of the work.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, and I have people help me like with the uploading, like stuff like that, but I create all of it. Yeah. Like
It's a lot of work for a 2-minute clip.
Yeah. But I'm pretty good with editing. Like I've been doing that a long time too. Like I taught myself that. I taught myself how to edit. I taught myself how to do everything you see. I taught myself how to do. So I just always had that interest, since I was younger.
What applications do you use for your editing?
I use Filmora.
Oh, groovy. That's great. That's a great application.
It's a great, it's actually, it's pretty good.
Cool. Could you sponsor us? That'd be great. We'd really appreciate it.
Oh,
if I don't go without a podcast for begging someone to sponsor at least you or me, it's undefeated.
Filmora, it's pretty good. It's actually a good program.
they're really great. That is, and you also have connections. So because you're, are you okay with me saying where you're actually located? Because on your FetLife profile, you do the whole Antarctica thing.
Oh, I do? Okay. No, fuck it. You can say it.
No, you could. I've been fucking swearing for 20 minutes.
You can say I'm from New Jersey. I'm in New York, but I live in Jersey. Yeah.
But you also have connections out of New York as well.
Well, I'm from New York. Yeah.
So
I'm only 4 years in Jersey, so I'm basically.
So have you ever worked with like a model like from the West Coast?
Yeah, my old partner's from the West Coast. That did me really. He tried to get.
No, I see that smile. I know exactly what that smile means. Go ahead.
There's a lot of stuff. Nah, I'm just saying, I got a lot of things, a lot of interesting stuff to talk about, but that's a whole nother story.
Well, then we're just gonna have to come back. Oh no.
Just put it this way: this industry's messed up. A lot of people are messed up in this industry. A lot.
Oh yeah, it's awful.
I'm not. So that's what kind of sets me apart. I kind of think that. You know what I mean?
You're a very like nice, like kind gentleman. Like you have not said any like terrible things to me at all. And I wore like one of my sluttiest outfits tonight.
Why would I say something terrible?
Exactly. Thank you. But you've also seen my nudes, so it's okay. So.
What? Else to see what? I don't even know.
You've also seen my nudes, so it's okay.
I did? No, I actually didn't see him yet. I didn't see him.
You haven't checked out my profile?
No, I'm not busy.
And you decided to come on this podcast? You trusted Johnny that much?
My partner did, actually. My partner did some research. That's how
okay.
He does like a lot of research I need done, like, that's how busy I am. Yeah.
Well, you came to the right place of the internet because this is going to be fucking weird when I post.
That's what I'm saying. Why not? I come in blind. I just came in blind today, especially I forgot. So
I know I was so worried.
I just finished editing that second trailer that I sent you. And
you were probably on such a content high.
I was in a zone. Yeah, I was in a zone.
And that is such a thing. It's like when you're editing something, you're like ready to make more content. Like I don't do drugs. I drink. That's fine. But like you get right there.
Especially good content, like most content, like 80% of the content I shoot, I don't really even look at or watch. I edit it and that's it. I don't watch it.
Yeah, and that's like kind of like why I don't fuck around with OnlyFans and ManyVids anymore, just because it's. Well, I like it making it artistic.
Well, guess what? Something's coming very soon that you're gonna like. Yeah, it's like one of my.
Well, you all heard it here first.
Yeah, it's a big project of mine, so it's coming soon, hopefully. So it's in the works right now.
I'm so glad I decided to put shorts on tonight because I was thinking of going bottomless in a sense because I do happen to always have a blanket over me. But YouTube, do not strike me. I'm sick of your strikes. Stop doing it. It's
Oh
fucking
yeah,
annoying.
I'm gonna put a cut version of that actually 4-clip miniseries on YouTube, so people get to watch
Oh,
the.
sick.
Yeah, so my YouTube channel because I don't have nothing on it, so that's the first thing I'm gonna put on it actually.
Oh, wow. Okay. And yeah, and I'll definitely put that link down below. That's awesome. I
Yeah,
love your work. I'm
I don't know
fascinated
when.
by it.
I don't know when. I still got like more. I still got to edit more shit, but it's gonna do it like within the next month.
So groovy. And you're very like into like editing and like just doing that production
Yeah.
stuff. And you're very like passionate about like behind
It's
it.
good
And that's
stuff. Yeah,
so cool.
yeah. If it's good stuff, and like after doing this little mini series I did with them, the warehouse, it's just now.
I knew exactly what was in that box. I 100%. I saw that box. I'll do a little spoiler. I saw that box going up, and I was like, I know what's about to happen, and I'm very excited.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's
Have
crazy.
you ever had a bad shoot?
Oh yeah,
Is
yeah.
there one that like you'd be willing to share?
I don't really like to call people out like that.
Well, you don't have to like call them out,
I
but
kind
like,
of would though. It's hard not to.
oh, okay.
So I don't want to call people out. I like to talk
Because it
bad.
happens in production. Like there's sometimes like
One
what
second,
was
please.
it?
Cigarette. One sec, one sec. I'm sorry, sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
No, no, no. I'm right here. There you go.
Fine.
Boom. That's it. Sorry about that.
You just smoke on here. It's okay. I've been vaping this whole time.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, ah, fuck it. I'm in the office downstairs.
Fuck it. We're adults, okay? It's cool.
And I got this shit for like, it's blowing it. I'm supposed to help a little bit.
I don't know. I don't think you've watched enough of my podcast to realize how much we don't give a fuck on here. We really don't. Like we get to past 5 minutes and we go, I'm sorry, Julie. I love you so much. I know you're editing this. I'm not breaking the rules. You're not breaking the rules. It's cool. But because there's plenty of people like big names like Tana Mojo who smoke weed on here all the time. I'm like, I mean, it's legal in California, so go ahead. It's fine.
Nah, I smoked one on right before actually.
Oh, for sure. I'm not fucking here. It's fine.
I do the wind down. So
what are some like upcoming like projects that maybe you could share a little details about? Like, because you're now into fetish.
The warehouse, the miniseries.
Which you guys should really tune in because it's fucking bomb as hell. And I'm not even into that kind of kink, but I was like, yeah, I'll pay for this.
And this is my first time doing something like this, so it's gonna be cool. Goddess Leader, like she's a big project of mine. I'm branding her, stuff like that. I just got to get her out there more. But she
seems like such a natural. Like like you can just like be like, okay, cool.
She likes
like I'm doing my own thing.
She actually likes what she's doing, and so does the guy. So does the guy Slave. He's actually he's a whole nother story. He yeah. But yeah, I have a good team working on a big project of mine, and I have a couple projects going on actually, a lot. Like I have a lot going on, and it's all in this industry.
That's incredible. The fact that you've grown so much and now have this production company is where I want to be in 10 years. Maybe 2 if I rush it really quickly.
Well, nah, I mean, listen, I've been in the game 20 years, so like I made a lot of mistakes in the beginning 20 years ago.
Oh, yeah. I mean, our 20s were really wild.
I learned not to do, I learned a lot of what not to do. Now I just applied it and with my partner and just, it's just everything he's not even from the industry, but he got like a lot of, he has good connections and whatever, blah, blah, blah. So he's just a good businessman. He's been in business for a long time.
That's how Johnny is for me. But shout out to you, Johnny. He's my businessman. He really knows how to run the shit because I'm all over the place. I mean, my podcast is called The Ugly Couch, so that's fine. Because this is again, if you guys don't notice, this is the ugliest fucking couch ever. Never been in porn, maybe. Because the most popular, I think I talked about it in the last podcast, excuse me. The most popular couch in porn is a yellow couch with floral prints all over it. And I personally, not one that was ever used in porn, I actually had that in my household growing up as a child. And I remember growing up, and I finally became an adult. I was like 16. I saw porn. I was like, that couch looks familiar. And then I looked over at my living room. And I was like, that's the same fucking couch. And it's really weird. But now this one is way more covered in porn than anything else. So, but I love that you went from doing porn to fetish. I think that's really groovy. You know, because
I mean, it's just like
it's a weird transition.
Yeah, it's a better one. I like it better. So
I just reached out to someone who went from being a porn star and new model, and now she's a stripper. And I think that's really groovy that, you know, you can transition, because it all kind of is the same, but really
it's all
not.
the adult. It's the adult industry. Yeah, it's all the adult industry. But what I'm doing is I'm kind of crossing, like trying to cross. I don't know. I'm just going as I go.
What is your favorite fetish, like you personally?
I'd rather
Is it still stepdaddy?
Nah, I'd rather not say that right now.
You're like, I own that shit. Don't worry about it.
I'd rather not say that on here right now. But I got a few. But it's I make off for the people, like for the most popular fetishes.
No, but I'm asking you personally, like for your own personal preference. Do you have like kinks and fetishes and stuff that you enjoy?
I'm rough. I'm dominant. I'm a dominant guy. I'm rough. I got a bunch of, like, a lot. I'm into a lot of shit.
You should put that on your profile, because with, you know,
I never thought
followers for
about it.
Pet Life. Yeah.
I don't even take that serious, Fat Life, really, because like I've been on there a long time, and the messages you get from there is crazy.
Oh
It's
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I deal with that
like,
on the daily, but even, you know, I think that would help you strongly, which, please, again, sponsor me, because I will promote you every episode. I always tell everyone when they're on Fat Life to take a test called bdsmdesk.org. If you don't want to take it seriously, that's up to you, but posting your results, it goes so much further for people knowing that you took the time to do that. It takes 10 to 15 minutes.
I'll do that. Just remind me what website to go on.
It's called, I'll message you, but I'll say it out loud to anyone else. It is called bdsmtest.org, because when I first took it 10 years ago, I thought I was a very dominant person. No, I'm not. I am a very big brat, princess, sub, rope bunny, and it changes. I do it every 6 months because it changes, you know, especially dealing with different experiences and situations and whatnot. The results change. And if they don't change, okay, cool. A lot of the times that I talk to people about it on the podcast, usually their top 3, 4, you know, percentages stay the same. But I know that just on FetLife, and I love that you're, you know, using FetLife as promotional work, because I do it too.
Well, I've been from day one, so I have like a little thing with Fat Life. I always go back on there. So I was like, why not just make a BradleyStrong page, and I have a company page too, but so I have two separate.
Oh, so you have a different FetLife?
I got my company and my BradleyStrong.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so yeah.
Okay, duly noted. But yeah, just putting that kind of like it makes, when you look at someone's profile on FetLife, just seeing those results, even if you just if you post.
Send me the link. I'll do it.
Okay, cool. That's fine. I don't care. I'll send you whatever the fuck I want. I might be from California, but I ain't sensitive as hell. But yeah, and you are just such a cup of tea. Do you like tea?
No.
No. You coffee and black?
What happened?
Do you like your coffee?
Yeah, I like coffee with a little creamer.
Oh, just a little cream?
Just a little creamer.
Oh goodness, don't look at my recent photos that I posted today then. I produce a lot of cream.
I'm gonna do some research on you after this.
I hate that you have no idea who I am and you came on the podcast because this is a first.
Yeah.
Wow. There's a lot of pressure on me because if you hate me, I won't post this. That's cool.
Nah, you're posted. Don't worry about it. Just don't edit it.
Oh, I don't do the editing. I'm just sitting here
I'm
with a
joking.
shirt that says lazy and I have no chonies on. So it's cool. Which people don't use chonies on the West Coast. That's more of an East Coast thing.
What is that, Jonas? What is that?
It's underwear.
Oh, I never heard of it.
Okay, then duly noted. I'm geographically fucked up.
I really never heard of that. Oh,
I was just on the East Coast 2 months ago in Maryland, so everyone could fuck off.
Maryland. I don't even know.
Yeah, I went to my grandma's funeral. It's fine.
All right, cool.
That time, it's okay. No, it's cool. Bradley, is there anything that you want to plug?
I don't know. I mean, like I said,
Besides butts, not butts. We're not talking about buttholes.
just the warehouse, the mini little series I'm putting out.
It's beautiful.
What?
It's beautiful. Like the warehouse thing, it's gonna fucking soar.
Yeah, it's kind of like some work I actually love. It's kind of my best work. It wasn't even meant to be like that. So everything was like not planned, nothing, and it just came out awesome. So I'm doing like a little mini series of that with Goddess Leader. It's going to be released actually only on Clips for Sale right now, exclusively on Clips for Sale. It's going to be. I'm going to release it. They're going to do a feature on it too, they said. So, yeah, so that's where it's going to be. I don't know. But definitely check her out. Her page out. She's good. If you're into that stuff and Fendom, aces. It's not acting. It's good.
Yeah, it's fucking fantastic. I can't wait to see the final production.
There's actually another store of her too that they make that I'm making that like shows her sensual side. Like so it's like different. So it's like a leaderverse. It's called leaderverse. So yeah.
Wow, that sounds fantastic.
Yeah. So like for people who are not the Fendom, they like the other stuff. Like you can check it out there. It's really cool.
That's really groovy. Like what you're doing is such a movement, and coming from one entrepreneur, I can't even call you. Would you consider yourself an entrepreneur?
An artist? I don't know.
You're just fucking killing everything. It's so amazing, and the fact that our paths crossed each other, I'm
cool.
flattered and honored to have you on the ugly couch. I never thought that would happen.
Awesome. Me jealous.
When Johnny told me about you, I was like, he'll say no for sure. But that means because you haven't seen who I am on FetLife, so enjoy that. Well, thank you, Bradley, so much for being on here. This has been nothing but amazing, and I feel way more educated in the production of doing fetish, that kind of stuff, and how you went from being, a nudist model to doing your own shit. Like that takes a lot of work, and I commend you on that.
Oh my God, I work a lot. Yes.
Yeah.
I can't do nothing physical labor because of my arm, so.
And congrats on being a new daddy.
Thank you.
I'm sure that's a lot of work.
It's the best in the world. It's the best.
We love hearing that because, hey, daddies need more attention. Okay, I'm sorry, dads need more attention. I shouldn't say daddy because, well, this is, a kink-based podcast, so those terms can be used differently.
Yeah. So. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but no, just everything. I don't know. Everything's cool. Everything's cool.
Well, groovy. Well, again, thank you so much for being on here.
Yo, can I just shout a couple people out?
Absolutely. Shout out whoever you want.
I want to shout Remy Boo. She's from Florida, Tampa. She's a videographer, my producer. She helps me produce content, just TA Worship, who I produce for, TA Worship. My partner, Antonio Strong, my model that's signed to me, Goddess Leader. She's great. Vinny Stills, he's the slave, and just my whole team. I just want to shout them out because they're doing fucking awesome. And I'm also hiring, by the way.
Sick.
So,
Welcome back to the Ugly Couch podcast. Oh wait, no, we're ending. That's
Nah.
how we should have started. We should have started it that way.
No. It's hard to find good people. I need people to trust. So I was just joking with that, whatever.
No, don't joke. There's no jokes here. We're not allowed to joke. It's all very fucking serious business.
I hired somebody, I remember, for a position. He fired the next day. It was funny.
Yeah.
He quit the next day. I said, not fired.
I mean, you've met Johnny, which I love you to death, Johnny. I know you're gonna watch this, but that was off a fluke.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna start this stuff, and then him and I became together. So
I looked over. I was like, holy shit, that's my partner's where I met him. That's my partner's business.
yeah,
Let's
he
not
told me all about it. It was very cute.
let's not say what it is, but that's my his business.
It's groovy. Well, thank you again so much. Thank you to Johnny. Thank you to Julie and Calvin and Mick and your team for fucking helping with this shit. And yeah, I'll keep doing this intro, Julie. I don't know why you want me to do it, but we'll see you guys later.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.